Recording in progress.
And here we are again with another episode of EPZ Unleashed, the haphazard series. We are talking to opinionated MJ. MJ, I didn't put the M on it. MJ.
Mm,
MJ,
okay.
because he's talking about some stuff, y'all. He got something to say. He want to get it off his chest. Let's go. What's up, Mike? What's on your mind?
Where did we leave off?
We left off at stratosphere number 12. And it was going higher and higher and higher. I can't even I can't even tell you how lightheaded I was. It was going so high. But
we,
you just mentioned to me a
left,
second ago that you wanted to talk about a
we left off
situation.
on Stratosphere 12.
Yeah, we
Well,
was on Stratosphere 12.
we was talking about God too.
Yes, yes, we were. And even though it is a wonderful topic, it is a great topic. I don't want to little disclaimer here, I don't want to alienate or subjectify somebody to something that they aren't putting their own effort in. So what I got to say to you is read your Bible. Get out there and read God's word. Let him draw closer to you and you will draw closer to him. He
No,
will
no, 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 no. No. It's not
Yes.
about draw. He will draw closer to you. He's there. Like right now, I'm standing up.
No, 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 no.
I'm
No.
in
See,
here looking for something.
See, this is
God
this
is
is
right
this is
here.
where
God
this is
is
where
right here.
our beliefs
He's
change.
right here.
In the scripture, it
Okay.
says,
Okay.
"Draw close to me, and I will draw close to you." He's there, of course. He's there. He's
He's
always there.
always
But
there.
if you're not putting in the work to get closer to him, he cannot hear you.
What?
Faith without works is dead. He is always around 24/8. He's always around. But just because you say, "Oh, I know God," doesn't mean that God knows you. He could be around you, but does not mean he knows you because you're not doing the works that faith requires. So when you draw close to God, God in turn draws closer to you. You have the free will that Michael was talking about. It. You have the ability to make changes in your life to be able to be in God's love. But faith without works is dead. So if you
Is
want to know more about God, if you want to feel closer to God, you have to read his word. You have to rely and have faith in the people that he chose to write out these words for us to learn, to be happy, to be joyful, to be kind, to be good, to be peaceable, to be um, loving, to be all these things. He has sent the perfect model in Jesus Christ. He sent the perfect model in Jesus Christ to give
and and
us
and
that.
and he sent the perfect model in us. It's just a matter of
Well, we're imperfect though, Mike. So we're not a
but
perfect model.
but but
We're not a perfect
wait,
model.
wait, wait.
Jesus is the perfect model because he was not born through sin.
He's the perfect model.
We
But
can't we are imperfect. So we have so much
chop,
imperfection
chop, chop,
in us
chop,
that we cannot be
chop,
a perfect
chop,
model for the
chop,
next. We can show that we have love. We can show we have kindness. We can show that we have faith, but we will never be perfect until
chop,
God's day.
chop.
That's why I'm saying we don't
You
want to
want me
get
to
too
you
thick
want
with
me to
it.
give you a plot twist?
We
You
don't
want me
want
to
to get
plot
too
twist you?
heavy with this
You want me to plot twist you?
because there's too many different
You want me to
people
plot twist you?
situations that they're not gonna feel either one of our sides. So
Chop,
my advice is just to read your Bible, bro.
chop. I'm gonna plot twist you.
Plot twist me.
We're already perfect because we're within him. So or
No,
we're within God.
that's
So
that that's
no, no, don't say nothing yet.
if we were perfect,
We
Michael, if we were
chop,
perfect,
chop,
we
chop.
wouldn't
Wait,
do the things that we
wait,
do.
wait. We are already perfect within God. Like, if everything is already written, how are we not perfect?
Because the future is not written. We're
Chop,
living in the now,
chop,
which is a present. It's a gift to be here now. That's why they call it the present, because we are is a
That's not
gift
the
to be here
response I wanted
now.
to hear.
There is there is no written for the future. He doesn't predestine nothing. Nothing is predestined. There
Chuck,
are prophecies in the Bible that have been that
Chuck,
came to fruition, but we
Chuck,
nothing is predestined. Nobody your steps aren't
Chuck,
modeled, Mike, right now. Your steps
Chuck.
aren't already ordained. What
Yes,
you
they
do,
are. If it's
what you
already
do,
written, then it's
if
already
your
written.
book isn't written, your book, your name, you who you
To
are
us,
is
to
not
us,
written.
to us, it's not written
It's
because
not
we're
written.
living it.
It says it in the word. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Okay,
pushing people to the word.
okay.
I can't tell
No,
you.
no, no. Go
Don't
ahead.
just
Go ahead.
believe everything you hear. You've
Give me
got
the
to do the
word. Give
research
me the
yourself.
word about that, Dan.
You have to find the word on your own, and you've got to find it in your heart.
So,
Love what you
so the
read.
word tells me that me on my journey, my path, is not perfect. It's not because it's and the only reason I say that is because it's already written. It's already written.
What's already written?
They say it's already written.
What? Who's they? And what is already
The
written?
Bible is
The Bible
like
is written.
or just like with God. It's just like everything is already. He already knows. He, she, it,
He no,
God.
because he is the creator. There's no beginning, no end to him. He already knows what he wants, the things that happen. But he doesn't know what Mike is going to do tomorrow is going to affect Sally's way to work
So
or
so
Jim's appetite.
so
That's
you don't
not.
think he does? You don't think he
No,
does?
of course not. Of course he
So
doesn't.
so
That's
maybe
the
that
whole
would
reason why he gave us
explain
free will, because he doesn't
that.
want robots.
Right, exactly.
He don't want
That's why
robots.
I gave us free will, and I love him for that. But
But
okay,
our ways that we
all
step and
right.
our minds and our thoughts, the reason why we're not perfect is because our minds can be changed. Our thoughts can be misconstrued. Our words can be uh indifferent from what we're feeling. Those kind of things makes us imperfect, and that's okay. We're all imperfect. It's all right. We're all of sin. That's okay. He still loves us. And that's the grace and the mercy that he's shown us, that he still loves us. That's,
He's shout
that's
out to
why I didn't
God.
want to get
Hold
into
on, hold on, hold
a
on. Let
whole
me.
conversation about God, because what you believe and what I believe are going to be two contrasting things, and that
That no,
conversation
not
can get way too
necessarily,
thick.
not necessarily.
It can, 100%, 100%.
But I'm gonna say
I'm
this.
gonna acquiesce
I'm gonna say,
to
this.
God
Oh,
and his
don't
word.
use my word. Don't
And
use my
you're gonna
word.
want me
Don't use.
to acquiesce to what how you feel and what you're thinking. And I'm
Don't.
always going to acquiesce to him. God
I
is gonna always
acquiesce.
be
I
my
acquiesce to every
first.
woman I deal with. Don't use my word.
I'm just saying, I had to grab your attention somehow, shake you up out of this. Now, moving on to a subject less heavy. You said there's something about somebody that you was talking to. Let's start there. We don't
Oh,
have. Well, let's. He said, "Ugh." ah,
oh God.
let's
All
call
right. No,
her.
no, 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 no.
Let's call her.
All right. No, 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 no.
Let's
Let's
call
call her what?
her girl number one.
Hmm.
Okay. So what conspired with you and girl number one? No, don't take no deep breaths now. Don't take no deep breaths.
she she hit me with the what's that shit? I'm too nice. Shit. I'm oh, and this is my boundaries. And it's
Hmm.
just and it's no, it's been all about love though. Like it's been nothing but showing up. So what is it when you show up for a woman that you can't or you're denied to get through, I should say. It's just like, and I already know what it is. It's just like a lot of women can't deal with I would say for me, because I don't know other dudes, like they go through other stuff. But me, like you know how chicks was taking them pictures like pressure, 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 pressure,
Mm-hmm.
pressure, pressure, pressure. How? Ain't nobody gonna want to do shit but fuck you. What's
Excuse
pressure?
you, language, homie.
I mean,
Language, language.
ain't nobody gonna want to
Please
do
control the
nothing.
language.
Ain't nobody gonna want to do
We can't
nothing
sit
but.
here and talk about God in the same podcast or have a language
I
like that.
mean, but you
So
can't
please
because
have some self control, please.
he knows.
But he
But
did. That doesn't mean he
I
likes it.
got you, Chalk. I got you.
Please be respectful, please.
So we see all that, and it's just like pressure, and it's like, oh, but you only putting out stuff that's sexual. You only putting out stuff that just alludes to people wanting to do things with you.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you exhibiting about you? You, like, who are you outside of, oh, I'm gonna turn my butt in this picture. My butt, I'm gonna show more butt than face. I'm gonna show more butt than eyes. Like I'm big on eyes. The eyes tell me everything. For me personally, like I can tell how much you've been through by looking in your eyes. I can. I have that ability. I don't know if that's a gift, whatever. But
Could be an opinion.
no, it's
Could
not
be
an
an
opinion.
opinion.
It's not an opinion.
It could be
That's
an
the
opinion
that's
though.
the truth. That's the truth.
That could be an opinion
It
though.
well
If
is
you telling me I can look in
it's
your eyes and I can
opinion.
tell you what you've been
It's
going through,
opinion
to me that's an opinion.
to some extent,
Of
because
course,
sometimes
to somebody that's saying it, it's gonna think, they're gonna feel like it's a gift to them because maybe they have the same caliber of women around them to where they can just make an assumption towards their life and what they've been through. But in my realm of worlds, that would be an opinion because can't nobody look me in my eyes and tell me what I've been through in
no,
40 years,
no,
let alone let
I'm not
alone
talking
two
about
minutes.
tell you what you've been through, but understand. They could look in your eyes and understand like
Okay, that's a better word. That's a better word.
she been through the trenches. Yeah,
Yeah, you're
like
feeling her
if
aura.
they're on that level,
You're
like
feeling
'cause
her
I'm
aura,
there.
what she's giving off.
I'm
Okay, I get
there.
that. Her
Like
evanescence.
I'm
Okay,
not
I got
coming
that.
off that.
Okay,
Evanescence.
her
Evanescence.
evanescence. Yeah.
Ooh, ho, 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 ho. Ah.
Mike hates me in my words. I swear
Oh no, I love the words because I
he be
said that
killing me
on the
with my
song.
words.
I said that on the song before. Evanescence.
Evanescence.
Evanescence. Yeah, yeah, Evanescence is I forget how the song go, but yeah, yeah, Evanescence. Like
Hmm.
I'm all about that. Like
Yeah.
it's I love that you that deep. Um, but it's I can tell the level of trauma sometimes by or more times than not, probably 70-30, by just looking in your eyes. Like I can look in your eyes and I can tell your trauma level because it's in your eyes. It's in your eyes. It's in your eyes. Your eyes tell more than what is to be seen, what is to be known, whether people realize that or not. Like, yeah, if you got the what's the eye drops? Because I put them in. I'll put the eye drops in, the clear eyes,
Clear
red
eyes for the
eyes.
dry eye.
Yeah, like I'll put that in, and I look pleasant. But and it could be that same thing for others, but it's not only the eyes, it's the body language, it's the how you move, how you go about, like everything details who you are. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just that's just the truth. That's the truth. Like I can, or and if it's not the eyes, then I can just listen to you. What's your confession? What's your, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I can listen to you tell me blah 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 blah. So of course I'm gonna get it, but it's just like how many people actually be like, yo, I just got to understand this and this and that. Like it's too many people dealing with too many people, basically. Like they're trying to figure out everybody because that's the world we live in. We live in a world where it's like, oh, let me look on this Instagram page. Oh, let me look at this nice ass picture. Let me look at this. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just they go off of just think about how people are. Like people are what nowadays. Like they go on Instagram and they look at people doing this, that, and they be like, oh, that's my life. Oh, that's my life. Oh, goals. Oh, this and that. But then when you look at them and you look them in the eyes, or you see their body language, or you just know what it is about them, that's not what it is. And why do you feel like you should be her? You should be her. You should be him. You should be him. You should be God. Am I going too deep? Do I need to
Oh,
stop?
not at all.
God, God made you for a reason. It's not that you're not going to get there, but what has He already presented to you in your life that you asked for that you're not utilizing? Because He's not going to present something, and I mean, yes, He will remove it. He will, but at the same time, a lot of times He doesn't really remove it. From my experience, He doesn't remove it. It's always there. It's like here, and that's it. It's like God just was like, and that's it. And then He gets out the way. What's in your life that's been a steady constant, child? Like it's been something that's been a steady constant. It's something that's been a steady constant.
It has. There is.
That's God.
Yes.
So people need to understand that this is deeper than, oh, I want to look like this rapper, or I want to look like this rapper chick, or I want to be like Elon Musk, or shame to bring him up, but I guess people hate him right now. But it's just like you have it all in you. You already got it in you, or you wouldn't be here. Like, dude, bust a nut. How many sperm getting out? A million, right?
Sometimes.
A million. Sometimes.
A million, 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 million,
A
million,
million, a
million,
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 a
million,
million, a
million,
million, a
million,
million, a
million.
millionaire. I'm a
Yeah.
millionaire.
Okay.
Like million here. My criteria is. Oh, my bad. You about to make
Tighter
me.
than
You about to turn me into a Wayne mixtape. Don't do
Yeah, I was.
that. It's just like you made it. Like you're here. And then if we go off the, oh, a light lit up when her stomach, and you know, that's your soul. That is. But you just embody a body. So forget the body. Who are you? What are you? Because there are things that are a part of you. We just like, I would like to understand where we come from. And I believe we come from God. Like we come from God. God is like, here, go there. You know what I mean? And it's maybe we are the under angels. Maybe we are the under angels that made, like, when you think about it, we made Lucifer mad
No,
because
Lucifer made himself mad
Lucifer made himself mad. But why? Because
because he
God,
wanted to be like
no,
God.
no, no. Forget him wanting to be like God. There's just how, Chuck?
He
He
wanted to
wanted to
be,
be
he
like
wanted to
God.
be a
How?
creator. He wanted people to praise him.
Oh, he wanted to be a creator. All right.
He wanted to
I'll take
be
that. I'll take that.
he
I'll
wanted
take
to
that.
be the one that created him, and that he cannot be.
Okay. So let's make this conversation deeper then.
Let's not.
Let's do it. Let's do it for 2 seconds.
Okay, let's
So
go. 2 seconds.
if Lucy came from God, then is that a part of God?
Of course, we are all part of God.
No, I'm just saying, like, I mean, well, actually, that's written. Like, God don't really want nobody praising nobody else for real. Like, it's just God. So, and
He's a God
and
that
I
demands
understand that. I
exclusive
understand that.
devotion.
I understand that because it's just like you got a kid, you want your kid to honor you. You don't want your kid to honor uh,
Santa Claus,
Santa Claus or
the
like
Tooth
yeah, I was
Fairy,
thinking of names to come
Uncle
up with.
Jim that only comes around two times.
Unless you just a trash parent, you know what I mean? Like then you don't care. And there's a lot of them out here now. So
I mean,
that's where
he gave
that's
us
where he
everything
operates.
around
That's
us.
where he operates because the things that he has instilled in influence, those influences sway people. And people are controlled by influence. And I don't understand why. I don't understand, or no, I understand why, but I don't understand how hard. It's just like, why are you so influenced by what about you? And then you know how many people I come across where I'll be like, you, and they'd be like, oh well, I don't know, what about you? And this is mainly relationship stuff. Like I come across women where it's just like you, and it's like, well, no, no, like you know how much they deny themselves. Oh well, I don't want to. Oh well, I don't. Oh well, I don't. Guess what you're doing? You withholding yourself from God's actual like blessings for what you are, what you supposed to be doing, which just what you are. It's not about what you're supposed to be doing. What you are, because we all have a purpose, and we will go see Him again after this, depending on what type of path you decided on. Like if you decided to be influenced and let the devil influence you, then let Satan, Lucifer influence you, then that's what it is. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people influenced by that because what are we mostly influenced by? Music. Hell, I'm influenced by music. It still came from God, but it's the weapon of who? You know what I mean? So it's just like if you're influenced by lesser, you will be lesser.
Lesser. I got you. I see what you're saying, but I mean, we're all influenced by everything. We're so
Especially nowadays.
hyper sensitive to
I
everything.
do you watch the news?
I do not.
Do you look at the news on the internet?
Yeah, I check out the news, but
Right.
I don't watch it like
Boo,
nothing
boo.
like that.
Stop it. Stop it. Because
I don't like my peace to be disturbed.
like my
So
news been, oh man, stabs this woman. Like and it wasn't me checking for it. You know what I mean? It's just stuff I'm hearing from people. Oh man, stabs this woman 7 times or whatever it was. And oh, of course, postal worker killed in New York. And oh, it's just like you can be controlled by what's the word?
anything
What's the word? What's the word? By faith, not by sight, but by hearing correctly.
by faith, not walk by
By
faith, not by
hearing,
sight.
by hearing though,
You have to walk by faith, not by sight.
and by hearing.
But it doesn't say by hearing. It's basically telling you that you're believing in the creator, which you've never seen, but you believe in the things that he's telling you. So it's telling you to walk by faith, not by sight.
How many people you know walk by faith?
Several thousand.
Oh, you do.
I do.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's several thousand.
Why,
Over
yeah, why
Yo,
don't you
over
know?
exaggerate self.
Michael, my rebuttal to you is why don't you know people that walk by faith?
Because I'm in a place where people walk by each other. Like they walk in a manner that's it's like, oh, what they thinking, what they feeling, what they thinking, what they feeling, what they thinking, what they feeling, what they thinking,
Yeah.
what they feeling, what they got to say. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what
Like
we was talking
it's it's
about association.
here we go
You
with that
have to
word
keep
again.
those
Here we go.
people
Here we go with that
around
Cat
you.
Williams word. Consortium. It's a consortium of them, and it has become a huge consortium. Like for instance, you can, as a man, take a chick somewhere. Go get you a old outgoing chick that been everywhere, and she'll go somewhere and she know, oh, I know him, or I know her, or I know this, or I know that, and it's just like that's influence as opposed to having your own perspective. It's like everybody is sharing a perspective. It's groupthink. It's groupthink. Everybody is sharing a perspective, sharing a, oh, this is what I need to be doing, sharing a, oh, this is where I need to, you know what I mean? It's not, hey, this me. I'm me. This is me, that's me, this what I like, that's what I do, that's what I like, this is what I do. It's it's more of a, oh, let me go do this so I can show it off. Oh, let me go do this so I can be seen. Oh, let me go do this because that's what everybody talking about. Oh, let me go do this because this is what the thing is. It's not no like yes, people have converted to individualism, but actually not. And they tell us, oh, yeah, everybody's converted to individualism. No, they haven't. They've converted to like how do I word it? They converted to this. I said groupthink already, but it's like a I don't even want to say a one uppance. Like it's hard to even explain. It's just like everybody is everybody else, and I know everything is everything. Shout out to Lauren Hill. Everything is everything, but at the same
Everything is everything.
but at the same time, when those
What
types
will
of
be, will
things,
be.
what will be, will be. Well, what is meant to be, will be.
Yep.
And I mean, she said it. What is meant to be, will be. But if, like, it's so many people that can actually change the trajectory of their lives by being them, them, not, oh, Chalk, yeah. Uh, um, it's some people that just robbed the bank over here, this and this and that. Oh, Chalk, yeah. They said if you read this, then you gonna get good luck. Oh, Chalk, yeah. Play this number. Oh, Chalk, yeah. Like
Hmm.
we
It's a good
are
thing I'm not easily influenced.
we are subject until we decide that we're not. Because we're not subject. We're not subject. We're spirit. Like at the end of the day, and like I said before, on on part one, I've had an out of body experience. I retained all of my knowledge, all of everything I've been through, and everything in my soul. I didn't have to be in this body. So, what is it about you? You. Who are you? Who are you? And that's crazy because that's like we about to ghost talk unless you turn the corner. But it's just people don't understand. Like we actually were put here to elevate ourselves because of the sins that were committed that put us into sin in order for us to be able to operate as spiritual beings. What are you setting yourself up like? Are you setting yourself up for like beyond this life? Because we can't just die and that's it. I don't believe in that.
Of course, you save up things for heaven. That's what the scriptures say.
Yeah,
You're saving up things for heaven. So
yeah.
you're saving up things not necessarily to go to heaven, but to go there. That's where God is. That's where God and His Son is, and His angels. And we're doing things here on earth to be able to gain that gift of everlasting life. Read your Bible.
Who saving who? I've saved up things for heaven. Who's saving up things for heaven?
We all should be.
Should.
We all should be. Yes.
Should. It's a lot of
Yes.
people living on this
But you
earth right
can't, but
now.
see, you can't worry about all those other people that aren't doing what you're doing because, like you just said, if
I'm
you're
not.
doing what you're supposed to be doing, if you're living the way you need to learn, it will affect those around you. It will your way of being, your kindness, your lovingness, your faithfulness will be known and seen. You don't have to wave your hands and say, "Hey, hey, hey, look what I'm doing, look what I'm reading, look how I'm being." It will be seen. We don't need to wear a sign on us that says that we're this or we're that. It will be seen. And the main person that sees it is the one that's going to be able to
That's
give us
very
that
true.
everlasting life.
That's very true because I invoke without trying a lot of jealousy. I invoke a lot of conversation. I invoke a lot of oh, you know what I mean? Like you know how they be, and it's because I'm operating in my on my path for one, but I'm also operating in myself. I'm not operating based on everybody else. I'm me, and a lot of people got a problem with that. So, what do you say about that? Like, what do you say about people that I won't say hate you or dislike you, but they're watching you for sure. They're like tapped in, but at the same time not tapped into their self. It's like they're trying to find something within you to either discuss, gossip about, oh, you know what I mean? Instead of working on themselves.
But envy is a ugly beast within people.
Envy.
And you got
Yeah.
to stomp out that beast. If it's not in you, don't speak up on it.
I should have a daughter.
Jealousy isn't in you, don't speak up on it. If hatred is not in you, don't speak upon it. Speak love and speak kindness and speak what's good. Because when you speak what's good, all good things will be coming to you. So those people that are around you that are feeling that kind of way towards you, let them be. Let them do that. Don't even acknowledge it. Don't even spread that kind of oh, I see you. In this world that we live in, a lot of people are always, oh, shout out to the haters. Shout out to those that didn't think I could do it. But that's
Yeah.
not productive. People think it's productive because they're like, oh, I did this for my haters. Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
this is
no, 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 no.
productive in my
That's
sense of
inspiration
production.
because that's actually how I record music. I record music based on resentment, like things that go wrong or people that are wrong or people that like I record based on resentment, but it's not necessarily to get back. It's just to, for me anyway,
Unload
it's just to say my side.
to release.
Yeah. It's
That's
just to say my side.
understandable. But
Yeah.
you're hopefully you're
Without
not.
without a response. Without a
I've
response. Like
listened to several of your tracks, and I have never come across. I haven't come across one where you were like, bump this person, bump you, and you did a whole corn episode in the Behind Joe song. I've never seen or heard that part of you, so that's great. That's good. But in this society we live in, that's what people feel like they have to say those kind of things in order to be noticed. And
I
it's not about the notoriety. It's about the kindness. And it's about the love that you have for people and for the Most High. And if you want to really talk about individuality, then that is not your God is not your goal because God is not a biased or individual type of God. He loves us all. Regardless of the love you have for him, he loves you. And
right.
with knowing so, if somebody just poured love onto you endlessly, when would you ever look up to them and say, "Oh, I'm gonna give you love back"? You wouldn't, because you feel an abundance of love poured on you. So when God gave us this earth and he gave us the trees and the animals and the wind, the right
Dominion,
amount of oxygen,
dominion,
right amount
dominion,
of weather patterns, the right
and
amount of
dominion
all these different
to
things
name
in
and
order
call
for us to
everything.
survive, that in itself is love.
He gave us the dominion to name and call everything. He gave us the dominion to like actualize things just by speaking it. And that's why people say be careful with your words because
These words are
we
powerful.
still we
Words are
still
powerful.
have that power. We still have that power. We don't realize it
Words are powerful, very powerful, extremely
because
powerful.
that's what God is. He's words. He's time. He's words. He's existence. Um, and as I continue on,
He's present. He's a
I'll have
gift.
more. He's omnipresent, always. But I'm just saying, like he gave us. He told them to name everything. He told them to say everything. He told them to, you know what I mean? Like
He
so.
did give Adam the ability to name all the animals and
Yes.
all
So in
the
Dominion,
the the, the creatures of the sky and all
in
that.
Dominion. So when you see the
That
people,
was one of the many things that they did for however long they did it.
so when you
But
see them people,
that doesn't mean that, you know, da 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 da, I'm king. You know, da 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 da, I'm a ruler. Da 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 da,
I
I am
mean,
supernatural.
but to
Da
an
da
extent,
da,
it
I am
does.
above
But to an
all.
extent, it does
We have to
because
have humility, Michael. Where does
we have
humility fall into a place of me saying that
we
I
have to
am
have
everything?
humility, but at the same time,
There can't be a
you
same time. It's either
no
be humble
no
and look at
chop
people being superior to you,
chop. Then why am
or
I
it
here?
isn't.
Why am I here? Because he chose so. Like forget the sperm. He sent our souls. So we are actually supposed to be more than entertainers, more than all the stuff that's up high. Like we're supposed to be more. Like we, but in the
What do you mean by
earthly,
more?
in the,
Because he doesn't ask us to be anything except
he
faithful.
doesn't. He doesn't.
So what do you mean by we should be more?
We.
That's to
What do I
me,
mean?
that's
What
to
do I mean?
me a mentality of haughtiness and superiority.
What do I mean? We come from him.
Right.
That's it. That's all I got. We come from him.
Oh, I'm already going
So
crazy.
that means we all have a purpose. We all have a purpose.
We do. Do you know what your purpose is?
You are the queen of your purpose. I am the king of my purpose.
I am the servant